basically a shop made or a homemade track saw. Okay, now I added to the saw, I attached to the saw this aluminum angle piece. It's an aluminum angle piece and it's fastened to the saw right here with this piece of plywood, 2 pieces of plywood to hold it on, screwed on to the shoe of the saw. Now, this edge right here of the angle rides in a groove that's cut into the plywood. So I cut a straight groove into the plywood that fits that same thickness of this aluminum piece, this aluminum angle right here. So all it does is it rides straight. It can't deviate from it to the left or right because it's always going to be kept in line by the aluminum riding on the groove. Now, this right here, this part of the jig, if you notice where the saw blade is, the saw blade is right at the edge here. So wherever this edge is where the saw is gonna cut. So really all I gotta do is make a mark on a piece and put that mark right under this edge and it'll have a precision cut every time. Now I made this jig to cut plywood, sheet goods. I can cut them square because you see all the holes? Those holes are precisely machined and they're all square. So and they're really square. And I put these dowels in there as like a fence. So I'll put my material up against these pegs and then I'll cut the material this way at a perfect 90-degree angle. So that's what I made the jig. But right now I'm cutting some odd notches. So I have like a angled stop block here to position my piece so I can cut that angled notch. So that's what I've been doing. So getting these marks, I'm gonna make a cut here and here for this notch for my sawhorses that I'm gonna make. Similar to these right here. These sawhorses, you see the notch? The notch is so that it will accept the 2x4 or 2x6. But I'm making some lower ones, some lower sawhorses. Now I'm gonna put this on my jig that I made the cut. Put it over here. I'll put this mark on this edge of this piece, which is where this is the cut line. This is like the track saws. So wherever this is where the saw's gonna cut. So all I gotta do is put that line, that mark, right there and make the cut. Don't stop here. This cut. Later on, I'm gonna make this cut. Okay, this is part of the process of those low sawhorses. I made the notches with the saw jig. I have it put together with these screws where this is supposed to go. And this notch here is going to accept a 2x6 that's gonna go in there like that, just like these sawhorses here. But these are gonna be lower. I drilled a 3/4 hole right here because I made these, I don't know what you call them. It's a dowel. They're both dowels. This is like this is a 1 1/4 inch dowel, I think, and I drilled a 3/4 inch hole in the center to accept this 3/4 dowel, and then this will go in the hole here. And on the other side, I'll cap it off with one of these.